So guys, 2 or 3 years ago, Blair and I made a podcast and it was called The Williams Project and it was about business. And we stopped recording it because we felt we were too young on our entrepreneurial journey to be giving advice about what we're doing because the results weren't proven. Now we've got real solid market dominance, we're performing really well in the property industry. So we're going to relaunch the Williams Project podcast talking about business. So keep an eye out for that, it's looking really awesome. And what's funny is the podcast we recorded is actually performing really well in the podcast arena. Pop it up, Macca, here, something like that. So that's really, really cool that our opinions as a 22-year-old are performing well. So now what we've learned from then till now is massive. Phone ringing. And so the podcast's going to get even better. So watch out for the Williams Project podcast. Right guys, this is our summary from 10X GrowthCon, the largest business conference on earth.
So when we arrived, there was about 32,000 people in the stadium, and Grant Cardone, the host, jumped out of a plane and parachuted into the stadium and landed on the stage.
The man's 60.
Yeah, 61 years old. And it wasn't a tandem jump, it was just him. Ridiculous. So it was 3 days, and day one was sales, day two was marketing, and day three was execution.
Yeah, this video, we're not going to do a full detailed summary. We might do that in another video. This is highlights. There's so many speakers to choose from, but I'm just going to pick two. This guy, Jesse Inksler, probably butchered his last name, jumps up on stage. He was amazing. His energy was beautiful. We talked about life and everything. He talked about how he sold his first business to Warren Buffett, then another business to Coca-Cola. The guy's worth 300 million. And here we are thinking this guy's really awesome. Next minute, his wife gets on stage. She made Spanx, which is like women's underwear. She's worth $1 billion, both self-made people. The people in that room were just absolutely amazing, and I love how Americans put on a show. They really do it.
They scream, they yell, they clap, they chant.
It's fantastic. So day two,
right.
It's 9 o'clock, we're about to get started, and music starts playing, and the massive big TV lifts up, this Rolls Royce drives in, Grant Cardone gets out dancing like this, then all of a sudden Snoop Dogg jumps out the other side of the car and starts rapping. The next morning, Little John starts singing. It's just outrageous. It was the whole time your heart's beeping, you're pumped, you feel good.
Also, let us know who's more important, Snoop Dogg or Little John?
Yeah, I agree, because everyone seemed to love Little John, but we're Snoop Dogg people.
Yeah. So anyway, episode 3 of the Williams vlog, and Matt will talk about a bit about what's going on sales-wise, and I'm going to take you down to Perth Street and explain what a gravel raft is and a bit about that project.
I may as well just do it now. So sales guys, we're going to introduce a new product. So at the moment, Williams Corporation, we've retained 6 of the properties we've built as investments. And what we're going to do, we're going to release 2 of them to the market. Reason being is they're finished, furnished properties with Airbnb income, 3 months of booking and long time of performance. There's conservative people in the market that want to buy property from us but can't get their head around buying off the plans. So we're going to give you that option. We're going to give you finished, furnished, income producing assets. So really give you that confidence that Williams Corporation is here to help you achieve your goals. And that's what we're releasing next week, and it's super exciting.
Like Matt said, there's always something that can't quite get their head around buying off the plan. They might have had a bad experience, worried about if it'll be finished and we finished on time, their bank pre-approval. So we thought, how do we fix that? Let's get a property we've already got, we're happy with, it's furnished, it's got an income stream.
Looks
to
good.
Get rid of those objections around, I'm not sure if there'll be a tenant, I'm not sure what the finish will be like. So we'll be able to show you finished, tenanted, income producing units. Bring on our vlog. What do you think?
It's worth a couple hundred million.
He's worth 700 million.
700 million.
So guys, this is Ryan from Savills. He's one of the managing directors and they're literally our neighbours. So we hang out with Savills quite a lot. We're actually doing a couple of big land deals with them now, which is super exciting for the company. Do you just want to talk about dealing with the corporation, the city, you guys? Just give the guys a 1-minute summary of everything.
Thanks, Ricky. We As Savills, constantly see these boys down the laneway, boys and girls, down the laneway. It is an absolute breath of fresh air. We get excited about dealing with them. Doing a deal with them is very easy, and they tell us exactly how it's going to work, and it always pans out exactly how it's going to work. So from a point of view of dealing with Williams Corp, 100% recommend it. We are even looking at some of their training models that they're looking at to get our sales team pumped up, and it's just been great.
Yeah, no, these guys are awesome. It's cool. It's cool having other like-minded people. We've got this little laneway in front of our office, and there's a whole lot of us that hang out. It's great to have beers, and we just love the city and love being here. Thanks very much.
So guys, it's always important to us that you guys sort of understand a bit about our team and our wider team. Who I have next to me is a lovely man called Julian Ellis, who helps a lot of our customers with their financial planning and obtaining finance. And Julian, just want to give everyone a quick rundown about sort of who you are, what you do, and how you help our customers.
Yeah, sure. So recently, after 10 years with a leading investment consultancy, myself and a few of the other staff there formed our own group called Titan Investment Consultants. And we're really happy to be working with Williams Corp to basically provide some structure and guidance and strategy to particularly property investors, help them navigate the increasingly complex world of funding for investment properties, and then make sure they get absolutely every last cent they can out of their investments, particularly regarding tax efficiency, legal structures, banking structures, and overall strategy to maximise their return.
Cool. So just to break that down, because Julian undersells himself, this man has enough degrees to just about wallpaper a small office. You're a lawyer and an accountant.
Yeah.
And you get to sit down with him personally one-on-one. We pay for Julian, not the customer, because we want to make sure that everyone knows exactly what their financial situation is and if an investment's right or wrong for them, so they have complete transparency going into it. So if anyone thinks this could be beneficial, feel free to message us, comment below. But Julian's done like plenty. Like how many homes would you have been involved in financial advice for?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. So this man has helped over 1,000 people buy property and make sure it's right for them. So definitely reach out to us if you want to get in front of this man. Right guys, we're down here at 58 Perth Street and we're standing on what will be our concrete foundation. And I want to take the time to explain what a gravel raft is and why we use it. So what we used to do is key homes into the ground and do a ring foundation. The problem with that after the earthquakes is some parts of the ground would go like that and some might go like that, and that's why all these homes sort of needed to be re-leveled. What we do now is we dig out on this site 1.2 metres below the ground, and then we fill it with bitumen cloth. And what this does here is it stops the organics coming through and contaminating the gravel. Then we compact the gravel in layers of 400 with reinforcing, and then we build the concrete raft on top of that. What that achieves is, in the event of another earthquake, all the ground acts as one, so it'll either go up or down as one as opposed to trying to go like that. And then all the pipes attached to the side of the building, so if it moves like this, it's easy just to expose the pipes and plug them back in. Whereas all the older homes, of course, you have to get under the ground and try and relocate these pipes which are under the homes, which is significantly harder than just being able to plug them back in the side. So we'll have a bit of a look around on some of this video footage, and yeah, hopefully that helps you understand why we dig these great big holes before we build new homes on them.